Bow, chicka wow wow. Good evening, everyone. Happy Friday. This is your hostess with the mostest, L, like the letter L, and key, as in the key to your heart. So, you guys missed me on Wednesday. I was too freaking exhausted to even think about recording a podcast. Not to mention, it's been hot as hell out here. If you live out here in the valley, you know what I'm saying. As it is, tonight I had to wait till it cooled off so I could leave my window open. So you might hear some background noise of traffic going by. It's funny, before I was going to record, I was like, oh, perfect timing. It's quiet. There's no cars. There's no kids across the street at the park. And then, of course, as soon as I begin to set up, bam, here we go. So I want to get into it about a couple of things. One, an update. Nope. Still haven't heard back from my son who left me on red. What has it been? 2.5 weeks? Thanks, Brandon. I see where I stand. I guess I'm telling on myself right now that my son has no desire to call me, text me, talk to me. Maybe he thinks I'm going to reach out and vent to him about the disaster of the couple weeks that I've had. That could very well be it. I'm not going to lie, this past week was the week from hell. I'll just start with my car didn't start. Let's see, Tuesday morning, my car didn't start. And husband's away on business. So it's not like I could get a ride from him. So I called AAA. Thank you, Robert. Shout out to Robert at AAA. So I called AAA. They get to my car at my residence within, they said it was going to be about an hour, and it ended up being like 15 minutes, which was pretty good. And we do a battery check, we do alternator check, all this stuff. They, do their little, why am I having a brain fart right now? Where they do the assessment on the car, the diagnostic. Anyway, so he does all of that, and he's like, oh, yeah, looks like you need a new battery. Okay, let me call my husband, see if that's feasible. It's going to cost me more to get a battery through AAA, but they put it on right then and there, and boom, you're done. Are you going to pay more money? Absolutely. But just for the convenience part of it, I was like, yeah, where do I sign? So call the hubby. We don't have anybody that can help me get a battery, put it in the car, make sure they have the right one. Apparently my car requires a very specific battery that AAA doesn't necessarily carry anymore. So I get the okay to do it, and then, to my surprise, Robert says, oh, guess what? The diagnostic actually said your battery's fine. I just need to charge it for you and you can be on your way. Okay, great news. Because this week is Spirit Week and it happened to be Decade Day and I happened to be dressed in 70s attire. So I had the platform heels, the bell-bottom jeans. Needless to say, I was not in comfort wear, guys. So, yay, get to class. I only missed the first hour, first period, which we have a little bit of extra coverage. So, whew, dodged that bullet. I show up. Everyone's happy to see me. And then the end of the day rolls around. It's a lovely 97 degrees in the town. And I go to start my car, and it doesn't freaking start. And I'm parked in the peak of the sun because I got there an hour later than my shift. So I'm like, oh my God, are you serious right now? And also, I had plans to have a 5 p.m. dinner with the new grand opening, Starbird Chicken. If y'all haven't had it, you need to go. Grand opening in Pleasanton. First 500 people got their meals for free. And what? just so happens Miss Keisha and I were in that first 500 and received a $15 meal for free. So AAA's like, oh, you're looking at 90 minutes. And for those of you that know school hours, when I make this request, it's like 3:15. I'm like, oh, hell no. So I'm like in communication with him. I'm texting. The guy calls me, tells me when he's going to show up. I tell him my predicament. He's like, no worries. I will be there shortly. We'll hook up the battery. It's going to take this long. I'll get you to where you need to be to go to your 5 o'clock free dinner that you're looking forward to, yada, yada. Fast forward. He shows up. We're all ready to go. I agree to the battery. I tell him what happened in the morning. And he's like, yeah, no worries. Go wait in the shade, drink some water. I got this. Next thing you know, oh, sorry, don't have that battery on me. I have another driver that's bringing it, but it won't be for another 5, 10, 15, etc. I'm like, are you effing kidding me? Needless to say, I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? I need to be at this dinner. Like last night, I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because of the heat. I didn't want to cook. And help me out here. What should I do? And he tells me, honestly, if I were you, I would just let me give you a jump, get you home, get to your dog, get to your dinner, and take care of this tomorrow. We start as early as 5 a.m. Okay, great. So that's what I do. I make it to my dinner. Miss Keisha and I have a fabulous time dining over our free $15 chicken meal. And I gotta say, I was impressed with Starboard Chicken. Thank you. Fast forward, next morning, I let my teacher, the staff know, hey, I'm calling AAA. They're going to be here at this time, yada, yada. And he shows up and he's like, oh, yeah, sure, I'll take care of it. And it's Robert again. God bless him. And he proceeds to tell me, oh, we don't carry these batteries anymore, like at all, like at AAA. Like you're going to have to call, they're going to have to call from somewhere else. They're going to have to get a battery from another location. I don't know how long it's going to be. I'm like, are you kidding me? So now I have 3 AAA trips within the past 24 hours. Not a happy camper. I've been in the hot sun the night before, got to work late. I'm like, I can't do this again. So I call AAA. He tells me what to do. I follow his lead and I file a claim so that they take off some of these trips that were not my fault. And then I get back to the car and he goes, hey, good news. I actually had this battery and it fits and it's working. I'm testing it right now. We're going to get you to work. It's all good. I got you. I'm like, the clouds opened up. The sky was blue again. Angel is looking over me. The sun is shining brightly on me. I'm like, it's a beautiful morning. Yeah. And now it is Wellness Wednesday. So, yeah. So, thank you, Robert at AAA Towing. Don't know his last name. He gave me his card, gave me my file number. Don't know his last name. But, Robert, I hope you're listening. You were a godsend. Thank you for all your help. And I'm happy to announce that they approved my claim because, come to find out, the first visit that we had, turns out the app was not working. That's why the diagnostic said your battery's fine. We only need to charge it and your alternator's fine. And look at the stats and we're going to email it to you. And so come to find out on the third time's a charm, right? On the third trip when Robert comes back to me, he goes, oh, turns out their app was wrong. That's why we charged your battery, thought it was going to be okay. Sorry about that. Anyway, he took care of me, got to work, and I'm like, and this is only Wednesday. Now, mind you, Monday night came home to a disaster. Tuesday morning, the car. Tuesday night, the car. Wednesday morning, the car. I was like, please let this be it. Needless to say, every day since then, kids have been especially, uh, especially challenging. I'm going to go with that word, challenging. And I'm just like, nobody got back to me. Is Mercury in retrograde? I thought I looked it up. I thought it said it wasn't. But now I'm like, is the sun and the moon, like something is not aligned here because this week has just been cray cray for me. So knock on wood, people. Knocking on my little bamboo wood over here. No, let me knock on my wood dresser. That's it. Yeah, that's it. We're done. We're good. Uh, what else? What else is happening in the news? Besides record temperatures once again approaching us in the first week of October. What? By the way, shout out to all my party people at Fallon. Shout out to all the staff. I love dressing up today. I love a good dress up. I love a good theme party. Any of you like theme parties? That's why I love Halloween, theme parties, dress up. I am all about it. Bring it on. Nobody's gotten back to me about what is everyone dressing up for Halloween. I haven't received any fan mail, haven't received any questions, concerns, comments. Hello? I really need to be in the know. What do I dress up as? I have to say, after today, going as a 50s rockabilly girl, which for those of you that don't know, if this is before your time, rockabilly girl was like a 50s bad girl. Maybe had tattoos, had the cuffed up jeans, and smoked, had the bandana with the tie. That's what I dressed up as today. And I have to say, I was really feeling that vibe. I felt like I was in my time. And then when I got home and went to my rental office and walked in, he was like, oh, looking like you're from Paris, which, hello, I am born in France. So thank you, Taylor at IMT. So I have to say, I was feeling myself today. Despite all the chaos, despite the chaotic week, despite not hearing back from my kids and dealing with passport issues so I can travel in December to go with my daughter to Mexico, despite all these things, I was feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Feeling myself. Any of y'all know that song? Anybody? Anybody? Hello? Is this thing on? Okay, well, that's all I have for this evening. Again, happy Friday. I hope your week was better than my week, and I hope next week is better. For any of you listeners, followers, donators, subscribers, by the way, shout out to Lisa Corbello. Thanks for subscribing to me. Shout out to Mike Kaufman. Thanks for subscribing to me. What I wanted to say is, for all you people out there that pray, please pray that I find my old passport, new passport, birth certificate, documents, citizenship, all that, because it is very important that I go on this trip with my daughter. And so far, it's been a no-go. I haven't been able to find the documents, and I have been working with stepbrother, stepsister in France, the embassy in France, working with the local Department of Vital Records, just working with everybody, going through boxes. It has not been fun, y'all. It's been a rough week. So I want to wrap this up and say thank you. Thank you for jumping on. Thank you for listening. Thank you for following. Thank you for supporting. Now, if I could just get your donations, your subscribe, your sponsorship. That would really help me out a lot. For those of you that don't know, I am on Buzzsprout. I am on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, Podchaser, Deezer. Oh my God, so many. Too many to list, guys. So just keep showing up, keep listening. Thank you for all your love and support. I can't think of any other local news other than I told you Oktoberfest is this weekend, and I really want to show up for that. I don't know how I'm going to squeeze that in my weekend now that I'm looking for these important time-sensitive documents that I got to get in so I can get a passport and jump on this trip. I only have 2 months. So, thanks for listening. Ciao for now. Mwah.